Hi guys, we're about to start this webinar. It's also going to be streamed live on YouTube. I will start with the agenda. Basically introduce you to the company in about 3 to 5 minutes. Then Tal, our CTO, will show you the visual builder and explain you the different option and thing that you guys can do over there. And 1 second. And then we will discuss about the challenge and everything that you guys need to do in the beta testing. So first of all, thank you all of you for joining this webinar. I'm Asaf Naim, the CEO of Kirobo. Tal is just fixing some technical stuff and will join us in a second. I will start by introducing the company. I prepare a few slides, again, between 3 to 5 minutes, just for you to understand exactly what is FCT technology, future condition transaction technology, what can be done with that, and what you can expect from this session. Second. Okay, so basically we are at Kirobo. We develop a smart contract without the hassle. Everyone knows that today Ethereum ecosystem is based on a smart contract. Everything that you want to create, everything that you think about, it's a smart contract. So millions of smart contracts has been created. And it was not always the same. In the beginning, Bitcoin was very sophisticated but simple system that allow you to create a logic on the transaction level. So for example, every transaction on Bitcoin, you can add specific logic like multisig and time lock. But if you want to create something much more robust, you can. So this is why Ethereum changed the paradigm by adding, basically they create the transaction very, very simple. This is what you can only send and receive through the transaction. And if you want to create any logic, you need to create smart contract. Now, because of even the simple logic needs smart contract, millions of smart contract has been created. Obviously, it's time consuming. It costs a lot of money. We estimate $250,000 per smart transaction, and you need audit, and it's not easy to change or modify. So what we did as inspiration from Bitcoin, basically we decouple the logic from the smart contract into the transaction level. So we give back the capability of what Bitcoin have, the logic inside the transaction, but this time we bring this into Ethereum ecosystem with all the capabilities of Ethereum, but you don't need to create smart contract. You can do it very, very easy and with even sometimes minutes, and if you use the SDK, days. So you can launch fast, you can modify easily, and you don't need to audit your transaction. Now, let me tell you one story about us. In the beginning, we built few dozens of smart contracts, but one of them functioned as an inheritance smart contract. That means that if someone died, the family can get the money. It took us 4 months and $150,000 from the idea to launch. And when we created with the SDK, we basically use our visual builder that built on our SDK. Tal will explain, obviously, Tal will explain more about that. It took us 5 minutes to create the same logic. What you see here is a balance of specific account. I take the balance of this account divided by 2, sent to two different accounts, and publish the transaction and decide that it's only going to valid 5 zeros from today. So think about it: 4 months, $250,000 versus 5 minutes, the same result. And we are one company. Imagine 5,000 company that will do that. And this is, I believe, the power of FCT. I'm very, very excited to launch today, to see you all coming in and joining our vision. Hopefully that you see the potential as we see it, and immediately Tal will start to explain about the visual builder. Bear in mind that we do have SDK. The SDK will be releasing soon, as fast as we can, and Tal will explain this system right now. 1 second.
Hi, hello all. Do you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Very happy to announce the launch of our beta. Actually, it's the launch of our visual builder that I will show today. It's only a tiny part of the SDK that we are releasing in next weeks and months. And it shows the capability and of the FCT system in general. So let's jump in. I will share my screen, just a second. Okay. Do you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So when we go to our new fct.kirobo.me, this is the place to build FCTs, to see FCTs, to run FCTs. And the first thing, of course, we connect our wallet. So I'm just going to connect my MetaMask wallet. And I made here a new account. So it's an account that doesn't have anything. So it should be the same for you when you connect to the system. Okay, so let's find the account. Yeah, this one. Okay, account 10. Okay, first of all, the system asked me to sign a signature to approve to the system. This is for security, privacy, that I hold this wallet. So I said accept and sign. It's just signing a message. Of course, you don't pay for it at all. And this is a message, welcome to Kirobo. And you just sign the message, and then the system lets you in. Now, you need to be in order to get into the system. I will do this again now. You need to be signed in our beta group. So at the end of the webinar, you will be able to send us your addresses, and we will add you to the system. Okay. So now after I connected, I want to make my first FCT, but you can see that it's not active. Because in order to run FCTs, I need a very important thing, which is called FCT Vault. This is an on-chain wallet that is personal for my account. And this on-chain wallet is able to run FCTs for me automatically at future as I planned to do. So in order to create one, I'm just pressing here, create one. And of course, this is a transaction. I need to pay for it. but we plan this FCT vault to be a very small smart contract. It's on-chain wallet that it costs something like swap and a half in Uniswap. So it's very cheap to do. So now I'm creating my FCT vault, and this is only one time. So after you created your own vault, you don't need to do this process again. So we'll wait for this vault. Meanwhile, you can see here I have a builder and I have funds on the right corner. So funds will show me all the funds that exist in this vault. This vault can hold assets, can run FCTs, and can do a lot of things for me. And in the builder, I will have the ability to build the FCTs. Now, let's see in MetaMask, maybe I can accelerate that. We are working currently on the Goerli network, Goerli. Sometimes the gas prices go crazy on Goerli. So I will ask MetaMask here to speed up the transaction. And we can also see it, of course, here. So we are waiting for this transaction. Yeah, it seems to go in now. Let's see. No, still indexing. Okay. Meanwhile, I'll explain a little bit about the builder and FCT. So what we have here is I see that it's finished. Okay, right on time. So we can see that in funds I don't have nothing currently because I just created my my own vault, and here you can see that it also costs very little. You see something like this in gas, and my vault doesn't have any assets, so I can send it assets very easily by here by copying. Just a second, refresh this. Okay, so by pressing this deposit or copying the address of my vault here upstairs, I can just copy this, and this is the address of my on-chain wallet. So I have this address here of my on-chain wallet, and I have here the address of the connected wallet, which is the MetaMask. So the on-chain wallet is a personal one that belongs and connected to this MetaMask, and only this MetaMask account has the ability to move funds, run FCTs, and do everything inside this on-chain wallet. By the way, there is an advanced way not to transfer money from your MetaMask to the on-chain wallet in order to use them. But today we will show you the simplest way, just to transfer assets to your on-chain wallet and then run FCTs from it. So I will copy this one, go to my MetaMask, and let's send some keys to my on-chain wallet. Okay, so I'll put the on-chain wallet and let's put 500 keys. So now I'm sending 500 keys to my on-chain wallet that can run the FCT. Now I got them. You see the 500 here. And now let's build our first FCT. So in order to build FCT, we have the builder. And in the builder, we can make projects. Every project is like a template that we can run many FCTs from these projects with different definitions, configurations, and we'll show you. So to create my first FCT, I'm just pressing here or here the create FCT. And I'm here now at the visual builder. So this is the main screen to create FCTs visually. We have this start box that every FCT has to has one. It starts with the start box. And then we can add more and more boxes that each box is referring to one call to a blockchain contract like Uniswap swap, like tokens transfers, and so on. So we'll take here from here in the left side, you see all the protocols and all the features that, for example, flow that I will explain later that we have. So I will go to the simplest ERC20, which is tokens. I will take the simple action to transfer a token, and I will connect it to the start in order to work. Now it's connected. Now I will take here, you see for convenience, we have this is the vault address, and this is the external wallet address, which is connected wallet, which is MetaMask currently. So I will take my MetaMask address and put it here as recipient. I will select token, and you see that immediately shows me all the tokens that I have in the vault for my disposal. But even if I don't have the token, still I can prepare an FCT for future run that when I will have the token inside, it will be activated. So currently I'm choosing the Kiro because I sent Kiro and I have 500 Kiros. So I choose the Kiro and I will choose 100 Kiro. Okay, so this is my FCT. Now here at the top left, I can give it a name. I can do it also in the project page, but here it's easier. So let's call it transfer. And now I can press the publish on the right that will publish this FCT for future run. So I press just the publish. Now I can rename, let's call it transfer test 1. I can define a running period, so I can say that it will be running only from next week for a month. This is the time frame that this FCT can run. He automatically calculates for me the max gas price, and we'll speak about it later. And now I'm just signing and publishing. Now, signing and publishing doesn't mean that I paid for this FCT yet. It's just saying that I'm willing to run this FCT with conditions or without condition, with this time frame, with this max gas price, and all the other details. I can see them here clearly when I'm signing the FCT, so I can see everything that I'm doing in the FCT. And let's sign it. And that's it. Now I can go to my active FCTs and I can see that I have now one FCT which is ready to run. Now, actually this FCT won't be able to run, and in the beta you will see here, you will have like a warning that's saying that FCT cannot be run because fuel is missing. So what is fuel? Okay, so eventually, when FCT runs, somebody needs to pay for it. And actually, if we run some transaction, we need to pay for the transactions. In order to pay for them in a efficient way, we have a contract that you put inside FCT fuel. And this FCT fuel is like fuel, like gas in Ethereum, that makes it possible for activators to run your FCT when conditions are met. This one has no condition, it's a very simple one, but it can, I will show you later that we can do a very complex FCTs with many conditions. And the activator monitors the active published FCTs and execute them when time comes. So in order to execute my FCT, I had to add some fuel. So let's put here 50 kilos. So I'm now adding fuel to my FCT system and FCT vault. So first one was approval to take money for my vault, take tokens. and now I'm adding the fuel. Currently, we support Kiros as the fuel, and we'll announce later about many maybe more additions to different kinds of fuel. Okay, so fuel was added. Now you see that the status changed immediately to executing. So what happened? The activator saw that fuel was added. There is enough fuel to run the FCT. He saw that all conditions are met because it's in the time frame, it's a simple transfer, and the activator activates it. We pay for, when we run FCTs, we pay for the gas of the FCTs, of course, with a small fee for the activator, because he is working and monitoring all the system and executing the FCT when it comes. All our activator system is the centralized system. Everyone can activate FCTs. Okay, so let's see. Now we are waiting for the FCT to run. Meanwhile, we can see that in our funds, we have 450 because 50 we put here as fuel. Okay, and we have in the builder our first project that we made. We have like the list of active FCTs and the list of history. Before, I want to show you here another thing, is that we have also in funds history that will show history of all our actions with the vault. Money comes in, money goes out, so it's easy to monitor. So let's see what's going on now. By the way, at this point, we are doing like final updates to the beta system and final tests. So it might be down and up, but for you, it will be okay. Now, let's see our active. Okay, it's still executing. So we'll wait till it executes. And then after it will execute, we will see it in our history. And also we will be able to see what happened, and we will be able to see it also on Etherscan, of course. So meanwhile, this is executing, I will explain a little bit more deep about the creating FCT and the possibilities of the builder. Okay, so let's open the create FCT, and as I explained, we have one start, and then we put boxes. Now, for boxes, we have different type of boxes. There are action boxes like this one, like the transfer that I just did, and there are getters like view functions in Solidity. For example, balance off. So if I will connect this, what will happen is that this getter will get in real time, when this FCT runs, the balance of the account that I will enter here. So I can enter, for example, my Vault account, and I can select a token. Let's take the Kiro. And what will go out from here, it's the balance of my Kiro at the time of running this FCT. Now I can zoom in, zoom out here very easily. So, and also move that. So now I can go and take, for example, a validator. Validator is a way to validate things, validate values. For example, I can put here a validator and connect them. And the validator, I can say, okay, I'm connecting the balance, and check that the balance is greater than, let's say, 500. So if the balance is greater than 500, then on success, continue and do another thing. So validator gives us the ability to start to do if-else things, and to start to do some things which are more sophisticated with FCTs. Now, as you can see, we have also math. So this is for addition, division, subtraction, many functions that we can do. And the last thing I want to explain here is about the flow. Okay, so we have here at the top flow, we have start, we have revert, and we have end. And just to understand that every box has on success and on fail. On the default, it works like just in Solidity. If this function fails, it's revert everything. So if this greater than fails, it's revert everything, meaning that this FCT cannot be run. But we can change this behavior by putting, for example, an end inside the on fail. So now instead of regular on fail do revert for everything, on fail just stop here the FCT. So what will happen in this FCT, that it will check the balance of, it will check that is greater than 500, but if it's not, it won't revert everything. It will run the FCT and it will just stop it. Of course, this is not a reasonable FCT, but you got the point that we can do many different flow control that we want. We can even take the on success and on fail, and both of them connect to the same box. So in any way, if we succeed or don't succeed and get 0 in the balance, don't care, just go to the next one. So we can do many things also with that. Okay, so this was that. This about executing, so I will check this soon and we show you when it gets to the history. I guess it's because of the gas prices and that we play with it currently. So this transaction might be stuck, so I will check this. A little bit about how you can connect us. I'm speaking still about the application. There are other ways, Discord and Asaf will speak about them. But currently we have here this feedback, which is very easy to use. I can go here to the builder, press the feedback, press whatever I want to say. I can press here and select part of the screen that I want to speak about. And then write whatever I want, and we get it directly to our Slack in our dev team. So you have a way to immediately connect to us and send us your thoughts about things. Yeah, so this is that's it, my part currently. I will update you when the executing is finished, and then I will show you how it looks in history later on. So we can go back to Asaf and continue. Yeah.
Yes. So first of all, 1 second. First of all, what you just saw on the Visual Builder is only one plugin, Uniswap. We are working on other plugins like Uniswap v3, Aave, Compound, Chainlink, Curve, and Yarn, even OpenSea. So soon, as we make progress, we will add more and more plugin. Obviously, we want to deploy the system on other EVMs. So this, imagine this system with bridges and everything. So it will be very, very fascinated to see what happened in the next few months. This is one. Second, once you guys give us the addresses of your wallet, we will start sending you Gorally Ether and also Kiro, so you guys can start playing with the system as fast as we can. Adam will explain about a little bit about the challenges and the prizes. And in the end, if you guys want, I will show you how to create the inheritance solution that I just show you in the deck. So you guys see like an actual inheritance and thing that you can do, and maybe it will help you to think about a thing that you guys like. One of the aspects, for example, that we will want to ask you is to prepare let's say that someone send you an ETH and you want to swap it to a USDC or USDT or other stable coin. So we will ask you to simulate which one is bigger, and then the bigger the bigger amount you will swap to stablecoin. So this is the kind of stuff that you can do with FCT. Imagine that you get Ether, you check which one you get more, like USDC or USDT, and then if you get more USDT, it will swap to USDT. If you get more USDC, it will get to more USDC. So this is one of the challenges that we will ask you to do. I will not show you how to do that because I want you to try it yourself, and maybe you will do it different than I can do it. But in the end of this tutorial, I will show the inheritance. And now let's give Adam to explain about the challenges and the mission.
Okay, thanks, Astaf. Hello to everyone. It's great to see you guys here after a few weeks of talking to you through email. So what we will do is Tal and Astaf has prepared challenges. We have the instructions on a document that I'll be posting in the Discord group. So you can go to the Discord group and I'll pin it to the top. So you'll be able to find all of the instructions there. Also, if you can go to the Discord group, you'll see my profile. It says Adam, head of product. DM me your address, and then I'll pass it along, and we'll forward you the Gorley and Kiro. So finally, the number one thing we told you, there's a reward. There's a $50 reward in Kiro. So the missions, the challenges should take you about 1 or 2 hours, not that much more. And then there's a short survey. We just want to get your early thoughts on it to see if we did a good job explaining the potential and where we see it going. And hopefully you can see it too. And once you complete the survey, then we'll forward you the reward, the $50 reward. So this is the first week of challenges. We've put to the side almost $15,000 worth of prizes. So every week as we develop the system, integrate the feedback, and we learn more, we'll step up the challenge. We'll step up the rewards. And so we'd love you guys to stay with us, not just for this week, but for the weeks after. So I guess what we could do now is, if there's any questions, perhaps, are we opening to questions, Asaf?
Yeah, sure. If there is any question, please raise your hand. And, Okay, in the meantime, I will show you how to, if someone wants to stay to see how we actually create the inheritance. So please look at this. So this is my FCT builder. I will create FCT. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the balance of, this is the balance of my account, let's say my wallet address. Then I need to choose the token. In this example, let's say USDC. Then I will add a mathematic call, let's say divide. I connected the balance, the outcome, and divided by 2. And then I will transfer this amount to 2 different addresses. For the sake of this example, I will choose my vault address in both of them. So instead of putting the token here, what I'm going to do is just take this result and just connect it to here. Immediately you see its update on the token and also the amount. And then I will choose that, connect this to that, and then also the result bring to here. Here also don't forget to put the address. By the way, this is only one token, but obviously we want to create another token, so I can create another balance of, and I can choose the wallet again, and then this time I will choose a different token, and maybe I want to add another formula, maybe divide it to 3, or even just to send it to one person. So you can do whatever you want. Now let me remove that. So once I did that, I can publish this transaction. I can call it by name, but I will not do that. And I will say that it's only valid from 2030. And I will sign this transaction. Now, what happened here? Okay, so there is a problem with the update in the system as we speak. But I just want this is a simple method to create inheritance. Obviously, you guys will think about much more sophisticated thing. Look at all the other protocol that will come along. Imagine OpenSea, Uniswap, SushiSwap, Aave, Flash loan, arbitrage, even someone give us an idea of, for example, if the USDT is not patched to the dollar, I want to create something automatically that will check this with Chainlink, and if it's lose 2% patch to the dollar, I want to switch to USDC. So the imagination is the limit here. So that's it. If there is no questions, so we can finish that. If someone wants to ask question, please raise your hand. Otherwise, we will finish the introduction in 1 minute. Okay, so everything is clear. That's good. Thank you guys for participating in the introduction for the FCT. Look forward to see what you guys build in the system. And please DM to Adam. Send him your wallet address. We will send you Ether, Gorilla Ether, and also Kiro, so you guys can participate in the beta testing. Have a nice day.
Thank you.